Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnetqueentarot. How are my wonderful, wonderful Cancers? How are you guys doing today? We're just going to do, we're inspired to rise, right? You know that you got to leave that negative energy at the door, Cancers. Speak to us, Spirit, in regards to our Cancer family and give them their soul love connection. Their soul love connection. Help them to gain clarity and understanding for questions they may have in regards to love. Speak to them, spirits. Talk to them. Let them know what is going on. Ooh, we got boundaries. Having sensible boundaries is important. That is always important. You got to put those rules up front so people don't cross over and offend. Dreams. Share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. Oh my goodness. Signs. Watch out for signs leading you to true love. Don't ignore the signs, Cancers. Don't ignore the signs. It is so important to recognize an openness. You got to be open in a relationship. You got to share your feelings. And you know why they're saying this? Because Cancers, you guys have a difficult time always expressing your feelings. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. Communication is key. And I tell you that a lot, Cancers, because you get into your feelings, and even when you're upset about something, a lot of times people don't even know. They don't know because you don't open and share. Open and share. Boundaries. You don't want people to cross over certain limitations you've placed on them for yourself. Your dreams are your dreams. You've got to manifest on them so they become real. Have you ever dreamt about something and then you kept thinking about it all the time, and all of a sudden, at least it seemed like all of a sudden, it manifested into reality? It was like, say you saw a car you really liked, and you have pictures, you have a vision board with the car photo on it, and you just see yourself driving the car. You have dreams about it, and then all of a sudden you're able to purchase it, and you're still in shock because you can't even believe that you have that opportunity. That's how life is. Let me tell you something. If you step back and you look at life and all the twists and turns and all the things that happen, you have so much to be thankful and grateful for. So many storms you've been through, so many hurdles that you've jumped over, and you get into your feelings a lot of times. And the signs are there. Watch out for signs leading you to true love. Cancer, you have to recognize love for what it is, with its imperfections. There's nobody you're going to meet that's perfect for everything that you want in life. But you got to be willing to open and communicate and give people a chance. Before you just shut it down, shut it, close it, not open to it. And openness, you are sharing your heart with somebody. And you're being honest with them, and you're letting them know things that you like, things you don't like. How else will they know that if they do this, it will offend you? If they do that, it'll offend you. And then if you shut down because they've done something to offend you, they don't even know what they did. You have to work on your communication skills, Cancers. You guys shut down so quickly and willing to dismiss people that don't even know what they did wrong so they can improve on it. Work on being authentic. Work on sharing in communication. Let people know what your boundaries are, what you like, what you don't like. Let's not cross over this line. It helps on the base of communication. And your dreams, man. Dream with your person about things that you like. Share. That kind of brings the relationship a lot closer. Cancers, you can't always be right about everything. Not humble at times when it's needed. Not communicate. get upset and don't tell people why, and shut down. That's just disastrous. And you tend to do that. So here it's telling you to focus on boundaries. If you don't like people stepping into certain areas of your space, let them know what's off limits. You know, be sensible and let them know why you like this or why you don't like that, so that they know not to do that. And if they do it, it's intentional because you already told them. But if they don't know, it can't be intentional because they didn't know. Your dreams are meant to show you things that you may not see on a regular, on the natural realm. You tend to have these dreams where you're achieving something that you dreamt about and you're wanting to touch it and make it real. Do that. And it's good to be with someone that you could even share your dreams with. Sometimes people could compliment something you're unaware of. So many people have so many beautiful dreams, and the dreams take you somewhere else. And it's showing you the possibilities of something else. So embrace it, recognize it for what it is. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed to share a part of you. That makes people draw closer to you because they feel that they understand you a little bit better. This year, 2023, Cancers, work on developing a relationship of love and trust and communication. Don't just leave it up for grabs, hoping that somebody will mesh with you. Inspired action is important. Communication is important. Allowing people to see the authentic you is important. Don't let obstacles make you feel like you can't be open. Look for the signs. Let's say that you have somebody that you like. I should say that you love. Watch out for signs leading you to true love. Sometimes people try to draw your attraction out. Let's say if you are somebody that you're an artist and somebody constantly says, "Oh, your artwork is beautiful," and they give you a long gaze. They're letting you know that there's something about you that they like, and they're communicating with you to let you know, "I like your work," to start up a conversation. Pay attention to signs and things that people say that you may overlook. I always tell you guys, my sister's a Cancer too. And a lot of times I'm talking with her and I'm like, "Didn't you know that guy liked you?" Or she's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Did you not see that guy been trying to start a conversation with you for the longest, or laughs at every one of your corny jokes? You don't see that that guy likes you." A lot of times Cancers are oblivious to certain things. Even when people compliment them, they're like stunned because they might say something like, "Oh, nobody ever said that to me before." "Oh, you were talking about me?" Or, little things like that. Pay attention. Pay attention. It comes so frequently and you tend to overlook certain things. People do things to draw your attention and you don't always pay attention. So become more aware and alert and more open. Look for the signs. Look at what people are saying to you. Look at what messages are ringing out to you. Just get more in tuned and make sure that you can see and hear the signs. When you get in tune with yourself, you don't take things for coincidence, or you don't ignore something that's important, because it's like your intuition will give you this kind of feeling for you to recognize, why is that person staring at me so long? You think they like me? You don't even think like that. You're like, what is this? A booger in my nose? You don't pick up. You don't pick up on certain things. People would have to identify or actually come out and say to you, "I like you, Cancer. Do you like me?" It's really awkward at times because you hold back so much and you don't always recognize things unless the person is direct. And then if they're too assertive, you get a little uneasy as well. You have to lower your guard, be open, and listen to other people. Share your feelings. Talk to people. Be open. Be open, Cancers. Change your way of thinking and embrace these things in your life so that you can elevate and embrace what's meant for you. Don't just let things go. Don't just let things go not knowing. What is your moonology today, Cancers? I always like to see where we are with different things. What's your moon? Ooh, look at that. I love when cards jump out. It's like a message is pending for Cancer. Oh my goodness. Cancers. You see what I'm telling you? Do you see what I'm telling you? When messages are meant for you, listen to this. Your new moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. Look at this one. Openness. Open up to change. That card jumped out the deck. Open up to change. The things you normally do and you're not getting a positive result, change it up a little bit. Smile a little bit more. Listen carefully. Follow your intuition. This is all open up to change. You want somebody different in your life? Be open to change so you could recognize that person and their ability to take a part in your life. Set the boundaries. Follow your dreams. Look for the signs and be open. Be open up to change. I love this because you know what? 2 different decks. Your moon is saying open up to change. And your love, your soul love is saying be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. Openness. Let your hair down. Let your heart be vulnerable. And embrace what's meant for you. Take the time to recognize people in your environment that might be trying to get a message to you to let you know, hey, I don't know if to approach you or not, Cancer, but I'm feeling you. I like you. There's somebody right now trying to tell you that, and they don't want to cross boundaries, but they really want you to know that they are feeling you, but you're not paying attention. So step back. That's what I always tell people, to step back for a minute and pay attention to the people in your circle and your environment. Let's say that a guy at work always gets himself coffee, and he decided to start getting you coffee. And you're like, oh, thank you, and stuff like that. And you go sit down at your desk at work, and that's about it, not realizing that this is the guy's love language. He's trying to let you know, I'm looking out for you. I'm going to take care of you. And you don't want to cross boundaries, but you want to be able to pay attention to the vibe, to feel it, to express and reciprocate what they may be feeling if you like them. But sometimes you're so oblivious to people that like you in your environment, in your circle, in your arena, that you miss the bus. That's why you have to be able to listen to yourself. Listen to what you're seeking. Listen to what you want. Listen and look for the signs. A lot of time it's there and you just missed it. Recognize people for who they are and what they could bring to your life. Don't just automatically assume that there's nothing out there. A lot of times in relationships, Cancer, you ignore certain things. And it's not done deliberately, but the thing is, it's because you're not in tune. You're just floating in air, but you're not paying attention to the people that want to float with you. So I say to you now, step back. There's somebody in your life that wants you to be more open, sharing, and caring with them. And it will change you because you will start recognizing that sometimes there are people that you may have overlooked that might have been the cherry on top of the cake, might have been the ice in the frosting. Start getting in tune with yourself and listening. Wake up each day with pep in your step, loving who you are, having gratitude for what you have, and recognizing that you are loved. And then maybe, you would start realizing that there are people out there that want to be a part of your life. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Love is complicated, but if there's somebody that's reciprocating feelings that you may have but haven't spoken and said, and you may be the same way, vice versa. So, in order for you to even advance in this relationship, you've got to get aligned with your intuition. You got to realize there's so much to be grateful for. And then when you start being thankful for what you have, you might then, and only then, might you notice the people around you that's vibing with you, that's feeling you, and you will pick up on it. But as long as you stay out of line and out of tune with you, you will constantly lose out on what's meant for you. Cancers, focus on building up. Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on people that didn't come correct. Sometimes people don't know how to approach you. You appear to be quiet, but you pay attention to everything. Pay attention and see if you could figure out, like a puzzle, who around you, in your circle, in your environment, is feeling you. And the question is, are you feeling them back? Because cancers are one of the most difficult signs when it comes to certain relationships, because they feel a certain way, but they don't always express it. And everything comes out when they get upset. They say things that you be like, didn't that happen last year? Or 2 years ago? Wow, talk about hold a grudge. Cancers, you could keep people down and say, you know what, I'm upset, and they don't even realize you're upset, and then something may surface and you're like, yeah, that's when you did this, and you're like, what? You remember? And they're like, wow. Follow your heart, and don't be afraid to step out and be vulnerable, because love is not a game. And if you're feeling somebody, you need to let them know it's good for you and it's good for them. Open up to change. Don't be so rigid and just do things the same way all the time. As I said, my sister's a Cancer. And like, I'm the type of person that I'll go and change my living room around, or move this cabinet, put it here. My sister has had her house the same way since she bought it, which was in the 80s. She might update her kitchen cabinets or do things like that, but the furniture, it's not being switched. There's no feng shui. It's nothing. It is what it is, and it will stay that way unless somebody else asks if they could move in. More than likely, she'll say, where would it go? No, leave it. And that's how it is. She updates things in the house, but the way the furniture, like, say, she, like me, I would switch my living room around and try it this way or try it that way. There are some people, they're not changing nothing. Nothing. And that's how my sister is. It's good the way it is. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Cancers, you got to be more flexible a little bit. Oh my gosh. I love me some Cancers. You guys could get so emotional about things, but here's the floor plan. They're telling you, make sure the people are aware of the boundaries so they don't cross it. Let your dreams become a reality. Look for the signs. Be open with communication, and be open to change. Garnetqueentarot here saying, be inspired to rise. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. Thank you for listening. You are appreciated. Garnetqueentarot signing out. Be inspired to rise. Take care till we meet again.